Welcome to this latest update from the Byseee School and Community Project in Freetown, Sierra Leone, which is supported by Catholic Women Speak. The Byseee project is run by CWS member Yema Yusufu and her sister Edita Fofana. Unfortunately, Yema hasn't been very well recently. She's had a couple of weeks in hospital, and she's been advised by her doctor that she needs to get more rest. This is quite difficult because she bears a very heavy load of responsibility organising the project, which includes caring for members of the community, as well as running the school and looking after the children who attend the school. She is trying to recruit a head to take over some of the duties running the school. So we hold her in our thoughts and prayers and hope that she will find a solution to some of these challenges in the near future. Some of you will remember Yema joined us in Rome in October 2018 when Catholic Women Speak had an international symposium to launch our book, Visions and Vocations. And here are some photos of Yema in Rome. She took part in a panel discussion during the symposium in which she explained the situation in Sierra Leone and described her commitment and passion for restoring to traumatized children, especially girls, a sense of dignity after the experiences of war and poverty that have afflicted Sierra Leone in the last 2 decades. I've included a short extract from Yema's talk in the next slide, which you might like to watch.
I come from Sierra Leone, Freetown, West Africa, and I'm in administration in a school dealing with children at the age of 3 to 12. And after the war, we endeavored to give these children quality education because during the war, our education was crumbled. For 10 years, you could imagine we didn't get education. So now we are embarked on it, and especially for the marginalized, the underprivileged, and the girl child children. Because my country had this war, and they targeted the Catholic women and the girls. These women and girls, they were kidnapped, taken to the bush, and taken as wives and sex objects to the rebels and the soldiers who went to help us from various parts of the world. But then, the Catholic Church was very much instrumental towards the end of the war. The Catholic women stood on their own to challenge the rebels, to release these kidnapped girls, to release them as wives, as their sex objects. So they asked them to stop the war and to bring out these girls so that they can again regain their human dignity. So the church was instrumental in the women. The women took that from themselves. And in Sierra Leone, we really have a rich culture. But then this same culture is saying girls should not be sent to school. They don't see it very important to send these girls to school. They are the least to be sent to school. They say their place is in the kitchen. Even in churches, we don't take positions. We don't take authority in the church. We are just there. They don't see us. But then when it comes to doing all the, maybe the dirty works, cleaning around the church, we are there. But we should not be heard. Our voices should not be heard. And so they don't see, they don't give the girls, the women, these educational opportunities at all. There's this culture of silence even, which if, like, girls are raped, you don't talk about it. It's silence. When the family tries to say it out or take police action, is that you are destroying the culture. So consequently, these girls and these women, they become dropouts. If they manage to go to school again, they become dropouts, and they become vulnerable to these sexual abuses, which nobody is ready to talk about. So they end up with early marriages and these unwanted pregnancies, and they are forced to carry these children around. So who will speak for these women in our country? There is this culture of silence. Few of us that are educated, when we manage to talk, the church does not want us. Me, as ex-religious, the church never accepted me. So I'm just working with these children under 3 to 12, giving them this education to regain their human dignity again, so that they will be self-reliant and not depend on these people who are abusing them sexually. So from my experience, I say, there's this African proverb that says, if you educate a boy, you are educating an individual. But if you educate a girl, you are educating the nation. So that's why I'm into this education.
There's very sad news from the school this month. Little Fuad Kane, who was one of the kindergarten graduands in July, sadly died soon after the graduation ceremony. Yema says, "May his soul rest in perfect peace. We are mourning him as a school." And she looked out these lovely photos of Fuad so that I could share them with you, and says, "I'm weeping, I'm full of tears as I send these to you. So please pray for the repose of Fuad's soul and hold his family in your prayers." But in the meantime, as you'll see from the next short film, our lunches continue to be much appreciated by the children, and the school tailor is busy at work making uniforms for the children for the new school year. Catholic Women Speak continues to send £300 every month to support the project, and this is all raised through the generosity of our friends and associates. We would like to send more. We would like to make it possible to offer the children more than one lunch a week, but for the time being, this amount does help to give the children a meal every week and to contribute to the running expenses of the school. We also work in partnership with Ursuline High School in Wimbledon in London to fund major projects such as the recent purchase of several computers for the children to learn on before they go up to high school. We collect our funds through Just Giving, and you can find a link to that on our website at the address I've given here. All donations, however small, really help us to continue to honour our commitment to support the Byseee School and Project. Thank you for watching this short video, and bye for now.